So what happened last week with the bees?
Last week I demonstrated the outcome of a rookie error, which was obviously missing a queen cell somewhere in my hive, and with the result that the new queen hatched out and the old queen took off, with taking half the bees with her. And we luckily found them nice shoulder height on the elderflower bush in the corner of the vegetable garden. Couldn't have been a better place really. And we decided to try and catch them and hive them. Because it's the first time I've caught a hive, I took the coward's way out and decided to trim the branches from around the swarm and then chop off the branch they were on and drop it in the box that I was hoping to catch them in. It works pretty well actually. We got the queen first time, I'm sure, and most of the bees. My second rookie error was to move the box. I think, have left it underneath the swarming place for the scout bees to settle in. But because it was such a hot day, we moved it into the yard where it was a wee bit cooler. Whilst I gathered together the parts of the new hive that I wanted to hive these bees in, and levelled the site, set up the hive, and then we had all the fun of walking them into the hive, which luckily they did. We took the box that the swarm was collected in, we erected a plank up to the entry of the hive and covered it in a nice white old sheet, and we tipped the swarm out onto the sheet, and as if by magic it looks like water flowing uphill. They all marched themselves up into the hive. A little tiny bit of turning around in circles and wondering what to do first, and then they all marched up into the hive, including the queen.
And so now you have 2 hives?
So now I have 2 hives, and they've settled very well. The queen was a cracker, and the worker bees have drawn out cells, given her lots of space to lay, because I didn't have any drawn out frames to put in the hive, so we had to put just bare frames with foundation and no drawn out cells in. And the worker bees drew out nearly a full box of frames in a week. I think about 9 frames drawn out from a standing start in a week, and she was busily, when I did my first inspection, she was busily filling them with eggs. So, result, few lessons learnt. Won't do it quite the same next time, but all in all, quite pleasing.